So we're watching a number of things. Unfortunately, the noise factor, or the noise quotient around oil has gone up fairly dramatically. We have the events with regards to Iran. We have the events with regards to Iraq. We also have the issues around the Aramco IPO, and there seems to be some uncertainty about how committed they are to a foreign public listing. So the noise quotient has gone very, very high, which is very distracting. Our opinion is that the fundamentals are reasonably sound. We expect a range in Brent between $58 and $62 for the foreseeable future, call it the next 2 to 3 quarters. So as Shri mentioned, relative stability. There is the issue of excess supply coming out of the US and whether the Saudis, for example, might increase production. But for the moment, it's a distraction with all the noise.
Let's talk about the other noise we were hitting on the top of the show, particularly as it pertains to the equity space, because there is still noise out there on the geopolitical side among them as well. But these levels, as we were looking at across Asia, how do you feel about them? Are you comfortable? Are you somewhat uneasy? What do you think?
We have been reasonably comfortable with emerging market equities for a while. The domestic stories are reasonably good. You're seeing an improvement in emerging market growth, especially in Asia. China has been the fear which has not materialized this year. The exogenous factors, the external factors, which has been, I think, a bigger weight for people this year, the Fed, US interest rates, inflation, none of these has materialized in the way that markets feared. So we still see EM equities as being relatively cheap versus DM. The benign inflation data in the US on Friday goes a long way towards supporting the EM narrative. So we're still reasonably comfortable.